Because we talked about how Rosewood was destroyed. Let's talk about Lake Lanier now. Yeah, that's it.
Forsyth County, Georgia, holds a dark and haunting history beneath its waters. Among the submerged towns is Oscarville, a once thriving black community that faced violent racial upheaval. In 1912, racial tensions erupted after two black teenagers were accused of assaulting a white woman. This led to mobs of white residents lynching several black individuals and forcing the entire black population to flee, effectively erasing their presence in Forsyth County for decades.
So stop it. Let's go right back
In
to
the
Hanan.
1950s.
Let's show you that spirit. That's the spirit. Go back to Hanan again. That's that spirit in them, man. 3 and 5. They. It's never just justice for that one person that could possibly have done it. It's the entire race needs to be destroyed.
The book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath, and he had thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone. For when they showed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus.
Try to get that letter he wrote to Ahasuerus. Because he doesn't just outright say, oh, I want to kill him. They always lace it with lies. Laced with lies. Everything they say is laced with lies. Man, dang. No, you got it. Go ahead. Watch this. Look what he said.
Esther chapter 3, verse 13. And the letters were sent by post into all the king's provinces to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women.
Now get the part in the rest of Esther where he talks about us being an enemy to all men. Because this is more mass media.
Esther chapter 3, verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither kept they the king's laws. Therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business.
So it was a reward to kill these black. Matter of fact, ain't that what ICE doing now?
Right.
It was a reward to get rid of these black people. Play the video.
To flee, effectively erasing their presence in Forsyth County for decades. In the 1950s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers created Lake Lanier by damming the Chattahoochee River, submerging several communities, including what remained of Oscarville.
So after they killed all the niggas and scared them, to where they were scared to go back to the property, they waited 30 years later and was like, you know what? Let's make a lake where we killed all them niggas to hide the evidence. Yeah, let's get the Army silver engineers to help us with it. And we'll make Lake Lanier one of the most famous lakes in the world. And they'll never know that we destroyed and killed all these black people based on a lie in 1912. Well, go ahead. You got some read.
The book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Exactly. Most High is making it to where these things are starting to come to light. And he's showing your evil. He has to show you evil. Why? Because the mystery of iniquity has to be revealed. And guess what? It's you. It's you, Esau. So the Most High is using the earth to dig up all your evil. Read.
How are his hidden things sought up?
Those hidden councils, those hidden text threads, those secret meetings with the ADL, those secret meetings with the SPLC, all that. Why you think all that stuff is coming up randomly? It's not random. It's Job 5 and 12. Is it Job 5 and 12? Is that what I want? It's not random, brother. It's God.
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty.
That's right. Keep going.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So he is exposing you because you try to hide behind closed doors with your evil counsels and your secrets, but he always exposes you. It's always somebody you least expected that's not on your side that used to be on your side. But the Most High will, the ways of man is of the Lord. He switched their conscience and he make them put it out there. Then he switched them right back and they back to the demon they used to be. Remember that doctor that hated on Dr. Fauci and told everybody about COVID? That white lady, what's she at now? You seen anything? No, he used her, exposed COVID, and she went right back. That's how God do. God use y'all the same way y'all try to use. God, you can't stop God. He'll use you and then he'll get rid of you. So your enterprises will always be disappointed because the Most High is not going to allow it to happen, no matter how secret it may be. Remember, his eyes are 10,000 times greater than the sun. He see you, Esau, and you know you can't have it. You ain't got enough sunblock to block Esau. All right, what we got next? We got another video up there. Let me see.
Well, when certain people talk, guess you're supposed to listen. Of a different hue, I meant to say, okay? One woman over here happens to be white, two black men over here who said it's not true, but yeah, you have to understand, okay? Used to be that 3/5 rule, I think. I think this country was built on 3/5. In this case, I don't know, they didn't know those odds.
But I like this guy. Keep going. That's just his promo. You can skip it, yeah. Go to let's read the actual lawsuit.
Jill Jordan Scheider, Atlanta Black Star. In his lawsuit filed on...
Hold on. This happened in Houston, on the outskirts of Houston. I never heard anybody... It was not on the news in Houston, but Atlanta picked it up. Go ahead.
In his lawsuit filed on August 21st, Mark contends that Manville police arrested him solely on the account of Zarowinski and without properly investigating.
That's the reason why the Most High saying I'm out to 2 or 3 witnesses. Keep going.
If they had, he argues, police would have seen surveillance footage from cameras in and around his home that clearly exonerated him.
So that part right there is very interesting. Let's see if they go into it. Press play. Let's see what they go into it.
Manville police arrested him solely on the account of Zarowinski and without properly investigating. Imagine that. If they had, he argues, police would have seen surveillance footage from cameras in and around his home that clearly exonerated him. Yeah, he's due the money. I'm no lawyer, but I'm telling you, he's due the money. Per the complaint, the cameras captured Zarowinski.
Pause it.
Right.
You see that picture? Does she look like she's looks like she's being held with against her will? She's straddling the dude in the pool. But she didn't know that he had cameras everywhere before she made up this lie. Keep going.
That evening with cupcakes. Entering the home with no signs of distress or hesitation, looking relaxed, and engaging in friendly conversation. Okay. She later undressed and willingly joined the men in the pool, appeared to be enjoying herself, engaging in consensual sexual activity with John Marks and later with Freddie Douglas. No signs of resistance or discomfort.
Stop running trains on these white women. Stop messing with these white women. Keep going.
Cameras also showed her moving freely throughout the house, multiple opportunities to get out of there. She could have left if she felt threatened or uncomfortable, including one point when she was alone in the house. Marks and Douglas were outside in the pool. Mark said he informed Officer Tanner Truitt, not pictured, to find him.
There we go. So the officer told the chief, "Hey, chief, we innocent. We got the video." Let's see what the chief did.
Police Chief Thomas Traylor picture of the surveillance footage that contradicted the purported victim's allegations. The officers, however, failed to review the footage or to include it in their report to a judge. when seeking a warrant for his arrest. The complaint alleges their conduct was driven by a desire to secure a conviction at any cost, rather than a commitment to uncovering the truth.
So go back to Habakkuk 1:4. Learn to leave these white women alone.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Exactly. Keep going.
Verse 5. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard, and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days.
Stop. So Most High, a lot of times he clear that thing up. Keep going. Let's play the video.
On now. Marks also contends that police used excessive force during his arrest and then held him in a cold, uncomfortable
There
cell
was
for
one
hours.
video that I should have used where it was another dude. He was falsely accused of rape, and excessive force was used, and he died. And they found out like literally a day later that he didn't do it, but he was already dead because they slammed his head on the pavement. Keep going.
Transferring him to the Brazoria County Jail. During this time, he was denied access to legal counsel.
Stop.
About the
You have a right to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you. That's a lie. He didn't have a right to an attorney. Mind you now, one of these guys is a cop for the same force that's doing him like this. Keep playing.
charges against him. Lawsuit further argues that his treatment in custody was part of a broader pattern of systemic abuse by the Manville Police Department, which routinely violated the rights of those it detained. And a Black Star filling in
So
the
the
details.
black cop was like, look, they always treat bad. Now he wanna blow the whistle. Now he turning it too short. Why you weren't blowing the whistle when you had your job? Play.
Now, the case is not an isolated incident, but reflects a time-worn pattern reminiscent of the injustices depicted in To Kill a Mockingbird, where Black men are falsely accused of sexual crimes by white women. And the machinery of law enforcement is all too willing to proceed without question, the complaint says.
Stop. Get that part in Rosewood. What he's saying ain't a lie. It's so normal to, I don't understand why y'all even deal with him. This is normal. This is what usually happens. That's why he used To Kill a Mockingbird. They are, I could have did, this class can be 5 hours on me just showing footage of all these people being exonerated for falsely being accused. It's too easy. This is what they do. But for some reason, we still keep dipping our toe in that nasty water. Play. Yeah.
Show you to rape my wife?
So, pause. This is the normal simp. This is the everyday simp who actually doesn't know his wife is a slut. And he actually hurt and thinks that his wife is some angel. So a lot of them running around here too. So play. So the reason why he wanted to kill the dude is because he really did think that this guy raped his wife. Now, you know, this is Rosewood. If y'all don't know the history of Rosewood, this is another prominent black town that was destroyed based on white lies and envy. Play.
Put him out!
Right now, I can commentate on it. Cool. So right now, you see Ben Rames getting hung, and you see he know dang well he ain't do it. He's saying that. You know, I ain't dang well I ain't do this.
Jesse.
That ain't my name.
Clear a path!
Now he done told him that ain't even the guy that they looking for. You saw it. He knew he was telling the truth, but he didn't give a damn. Because it wasn't never about his name. It was about him dying.
Shoot the damn horse.
Look at this. This nigga got to die. Even though you know he ain't, this nigga got to die. I don't care what it is. You know it ain't him. Even the horse is telling you, this is not the guy. He say, nah, kill a horse.
God damn.
Somebody, this man got to die. I'm telling you, man, this is how Esau get down. This is how Esau get down. Now we can pause it. Let's go to the point where they talking to the white man to get to that point. Right here. Stop. Right there.
It means, James, that you know as well as I do what Ben has been doing lunch times.
Jump back a
Some of y'all
little
know
bit.
better
A
than others.
little bit. Everybody in the town knew that this was a lie. They used this lie to destroy these people. That was all it was about. Let's get it. Y'all found the part? Play it right now.
Ellis. It means, James, that you know as well as
Hold
I
on, go back. I want to go back a little bit more.
Didn't
Go
have
back.
nothing to do
Go
with
back.
it.
There we go. This is it right here.
Why won't he die?
He gonna die. He gonna die. His neck ain't that thick.
Oh, he'll die. But he probably
He
didn't
said
have
his neck
nothing to
ain't
do
that
with
big.
it. Hell, truth be told, none of them did.
What the hell does that mean, Ellis?
It means, James, that you know as well as I do what Ben has been doing lunch times. Some of y'all know better than others.
Pause. So he just said, "Is you killing all these black men because you think they the ones banging your wife, but we the ones doing it. It's your friends. We the ones banging your wife." What's that? Give me the is it Proverbs 6? The Proverbs 6 and 32? Anger, jealousy of a husband.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
So this is the spirit of what this Edomite was moving in. He really was hurt. He really thought that his wife was an angel. He didn't know that she was really the town slut. So his anger and his jealousy is the reason why he went along with this. But his anger and his jealousy was pointed at the wrong people. It was pointed at his own people. Play.
Never listen to her. That woman's a wildcat.
So he done destroyed the entire black town because he thought that they raped his wife. Now he's finding out that everybody in that circle done ran with his woman. While we got to sit here and die. Because it never was about the woman. It was always about finding a way to destroy this black man. This is why we got to get in the gym, because Ben Raines played the hell out this part. But we can stop it right there. That brother said, I ain't going out like that. I would have been like, after you hang me, kiss my ass. But he went the other way. He got up out of there. But great movie. It's another movie that shows and depicts what happened in history to us and shows this is not something that's new, man. This is just how they get down. But yeah, we're gonna get to that point. But I want to switch gears just a tad bit. I want to go into the psyche a little bit of why this occurs. So let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 because we got to go to the curses just a little bit. Because remember, the title of this class is called Becky with the Good Hair. I'm gonna say that for a reason. Let's get with the point is 34, but I want to go. Let me play around a little bit in there. Let's go to 68 first.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall send thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So we was brought over here on slave ships, and we haven't seen our homeland since. Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So at this place, we were sold for bondmen and bondwomen, and nobody would buy us. Nobody would save us. Why? Because the only person that could save us is our Savior. So in the midst of this, multiple curses occur to us. Read 15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So one of the curses was 34. Go to 34.
Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
Because when you look in the mirror, you're going to hate yourself because you've been taught that you are lesser than. So Proverbs 3 and 31. This is what happens. Because we think that we're less than, we begin to want to be like the other nations, mainly the one that our captors. So wherever we are at in our oppressive state, we're going to try to mimic that particular captive. In America, our captive is Esau. So we want to mimic that captive. Damn, I meant to push that one because I wanted that one. Because that was showing modern day that ain't nothing changed. But whatever, it is what it is. Read this.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Right. So because our oppressor seems to be on top, and we're in this society captive, we've begun to envy and want to be like him. We've begun to try to mimic him. We've begun to wish that we were him, meaning that we don't love ourselves anymore. So now when we see our own selves, we get upset. Don't cuss them all out now. So this is one of the reasons why we gravitate towards the other nations. So get what Bishop posted. Post what Bishop said. It's a great Bishop Nathaniel, y'all.
Bishop, you
Go ahead.
You were preaching, man, because nobody talks about white women, right? Even in the past election, everybody was blaming black people. Black people, I saw it was like 80% black men voted for Kamala, 90% black women. That's the highest for any other group. Then white women voted in numbers for Trump the first time and the second time, but nobody blames white women.
Right.
Nobody talks about Emmett Till. Nobody talks about 1906. We had a whole race riot here in Atlanta off of a white woman. Why do you think white women always get skipped over, even by black men? Because black men, we will still see us dating white women, professional athletes, all of that. Why do white women always just escape?
The white woman gets a pass.
Yeah.
She has been the model of beauty
Wow.
for centuries. You pick up, even when you get black magazines like, what's black, female
Jet,
black magazine?
Ebony. Female black.
Female?
What's a female black one? Essence.
Essence.
Yeah.
Okay, let's use that.
Yeah, Essence. Yeah.
Essence. The black women in that model themselves after the white woman.
That's true.
It's not based on Afrocentricity. It's based on Eurocentricity. Those are Negropeans, I call them. That's what they are. Black women who idealize the white woman with a brown complexion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
From the texture of the hair to the way they dress, everything is Eurocentric, and that is far from the Bible. Give me that numbers.
So he's showing you that it's an Oreo effect where they want to be white. So let's get some of these images proving what Bishop is saying, because this is what's pushed in our society. So let's try to get some of these photos up. Matter of fact, while y'all doing that, somebody find the Eagles, the wives of the Eagles. This was a big deal, the Super Bowl, because everybody was bugging out over this. Now you see, this is. Do we have a before of the old beautiful little Kim? Now, when you kind of look at little Kim, I almost feel bad for her, because the reason why she's like this, I'm gonna be honest, she was the only woman that actually loved Notorious Big. She loved that man for real. But he was dark, he was fat, and he hated himself. So he always esteemed light-skinned women better, but he always kept her around. She was literally his childhood friend. She was his jump off. But every time she chose a light skin. The woman, though, even the mom, his Big's mom didn't even accept her because she was dark skinned. So that's why he was with Faith. That's why he was with Charlie Baltimore. But she loved him. So I think it pushed her to insanity. So I think she looks like this, or she tries to look like this, but she tries to look like she's transformed herself into this because I think she's broken because she was never good enough for Big, and that's the only man she loved. I'm just gonna keep it. That's what I've seen over the years of watching her mature and seeing how it was as a kid, how much she really rolled for Big. I think that's why she ended up being like that. So it goes into being broken because Big like Eurocentric women. Even though she was good enough to sleep with, she wasn't good enough to hold on his hand as his wife. So I think that's why Lil' Kim ended up being like that. This is one of the pictures that they was talking about. They was like, not a black woman in sight. The whole Eagles team, all the women are white. I was like, yeah, they are. They are. There was a point I wanted to make. Part of that is because of the way y'all act. I was going to do a bunch of videos of ratchets, but this class would have been way too long. A lot of y'all sisters, y'all need to change the way that you act. Some of you women are not, let me find a nice word. Is there a nice word? Some of y'all are not wife material. So a lot of these brothers ain't picking y'all because y'all ain't wife material. If you change the way that you behaved and you carried yourself with some respect, like the royalty that you are, maybe men wouldn't be so ashamed or afraid to have you being held in high esteem. If we got anybody else? We still stuck on Lil' Kim? We got plenty of examples. There you go, Mary J. Blige. I wish we had the before and afters to show how they were when they first came in versus how they are now. But keep going. The point is, Eurocentric. Now, this is a point. Can we look up the term Becky with the good hair? Because she coined the term. She's the one that coined the term. Yeah, she looks like Kim Kardashian. She, over the years, she's went from being a black girl from Houston, well, you know, roots from Galveston, to now she looks like Kim Kardashian. Can we Google it? Do they have a Google about it? Here's what we know about Becky from Beyonce's song, Sorry. There you go.
Elite Daily. Here's what we know about Becky with the good hair from Beyonce's song, Sorry. Beyonce left her fans shocked with the release of Lemonade in April 2016. The album featured 12 flawless songs that seemed to be directly influenced by Bey's life. And there was one song in particular that really had everyone talking. Her song, Sorry, mentioned a woman named Becky. And it had everyone asking, who is Becky with the good hair? The famed lyric from the song had everyone singing along. And now there's a few things every member of the Bey Hive.
That's enough. I don't care about the crap. The point is Beyonce. No. That's as much press she getting from me. The point of it is Beyonce's broken because she considers the white woman's hair as good hair. And we've grown up with that term all our lives where black people say, oh, you got good hair because it's straighter. Showing you that when you say that, Chris Rock did a great documentary called Good Hair where he goes and shows the destruction of our people, where they coin good hair because they are broken. They want to be like Europeans. So when Bishop says that white woman has been a symbol of beauty for hundreds of years, that's one of the main reasons why our brothers always seem to gravitate towards the Edomite woman, not understanding that she's the devil. So Let's go to not yet. Let's go to Sirach 12 and 10. As they show all these different images of these bugged out sisters that want to be European now.
The book of Sirach.
Him too.
Chapter 12, verse 10.
It's crazy.
Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So why do you think I post this picture? I mean, read the scripture, because we have forgotten that these people are our enemies. Now I want to go into why I'm posting this. Let's go to. Is that the first one? I want the first one with him. No, the first one with Michael Irvin. First one with Michael Irvin. I think it's one more of Michael Irvin. Yeah, there we go.
Y'all, what's up? This is Liz with a little bit of reality in just a minute. Now, if you don't know who this is Michael Irvin. And Michael Irvin was allegedly and falsely accused of SA on an employee at a hotel. She told a bold-faced lie. And then recently, the video was released because the hotel didn't want to release it. But Michael Irvin's lawyers...
Hotel didn't want to release it. Here we go again, being complicit. Go ahead, you can play it.
Went to the judge, and the judge released the video, and the video showed he did not do anything to this lady. There were people around. He did absolutely nothing to this lady, and he have witnesses that have come forward saying he did nothing to her. See, this is the reason a lot of SA victims don't get taken seriously, because of the ones who lie. And now he's suing for $100 million, the hotel and the lady. Like,
he did right. He sued the hotel. He sued the lady. He sued NFL because they fired him without proper cause. He got paid off that thing. Go to the next one. Let's get his testimony. That's fine.
Mostly accused of stuff in the past.
Yeah.
The Matt Patricia stuff right now. What do you think about that, man?
I don't know enough to make any comment on any of that, man. I don't know enough to make any comment on anything. But I tell you, let me tell you something. I tell you this. It's the worst thing in the world to have to go through. It's just absolutely the worst thing in the world to have to go through when you are falsely accused of anything.
So you heard it from the horse's mouth. So that's one of the most painful things, is to have to deal with being falsely accused of something. So let's go into why I read Never Trust Thine Enemy. Let's go to some of these recent occurrences. There you go.
Popular Instagram model with millions of followers. Now she's charged with murdering her boyfriend. She's claiming it was self-defense, but prosecutors have released this video of the model fighting with her boyfriend that they say proves she was the aggressive one in the relationship. Here's Amber Cogliano.
It's shocking video.
So
A young woman.
Stop. One of the issues that we have here, not only is it the fact that he's with the enemy, but we in society have been taught to take physical or domestic abuse as a man. That should not be the case. If a woman touch you, get the hell out of there. Stop call the police on her ass. Stop letting these women beat on you. You are not a punching bag. You are a god. But because in a society, it's weak. Let the woman whoop your ass. No. She's not supposed to be beating on you. You're not supposed to be beating on her. That is not love. That's toxic. But, of course, it's not going to be any love in this. This is all lust. Play.
Fights with her boyfriend in the elevator of their Miami apartment building. She repeatedly hits him and throws punches. At one point, he pushes her away.
He think it's cute. He's smiling and laughing. Keep going. It's all right. Play.
Is 26-year-old Courtney Clenny, a popular Instagram model with 2 million followers.
Do you need a boyfriend? No, you don't.
Clenny hit the
Now,
headlines.
she was saying all that while she had a boyfriend. That show you how bugged out this dude is. Keep going.
Allegedly stabbed her boyfriend to death in their apartment. Clenny claims she acted in self-defense.
Do y'all have the video? Get the video with her with all the blood over her. The cops questioning her. No, it's another video. You can keep playing that one while y'all find the other one.
self-defense after her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, attacked her. But now, a bombshell new development.
We are charging 26-year-old Courtney Taylor Clenny with 1 count of second-degree murder in Christian's death.
Prosecutor Catherine Fernandez-Rundle played the...
Should have been first-degree murder. She knew what she was doing. Keep going.
Elevator video shot 2 months before Obumseli was killed at a news conference on the case. She says the couple had a violent and toxic 2-year relationship with arguments so fierce the building management were planning to evict them.
The video, we felt, was just a very descriptive way to show what the relationship was. And who
what
was
I heard
aggressor.
they had multiple videos
The day
like that of her
Obumseli was killed,
bugging out and
it was
always
Clenny.
beating on him in multiple places. Because you know she recorded every damn thing. So it was always recordings of her abusing his brother. You brothers got to stop letting women touch y'all, letting women beat on y'all. Y'all are not punching bags. You do not deserve that. That crap that we was raised with, that, oh, you're a man, you're not supposed to hit a woman, that is very true. But she's also not supposed to hit you. So if she's hitting on you or she's beating on you, you put her ass in jail and let her rot. Let her realize that's not okay. It's not acceptable. Y'all always try to give them a pass because they're a female. Because she's a female does not give her the pass to abuse and beat on you, because it will escalate. And next thing you know, that same woman will stab you or shoot you. Speaking of shooting, let's get to the next one. Next one, please.
Who called 911?
No, next one, please. Godfrey.
I'm John Abba. Even though he's a few days late commentating on the story, Godfrey would take to social media in order to discuss the black man Telvin Osborne, who was murdered by his white girlfriend, Hannah Grace.
Murdered by his what?
Now,
his trailer park trash white girl. Look at her. She look like a meth addict. These dudes be wanting these women. These women be looking like garbage. All these beautiful black women, but their mind is destroyed. Why? Because they've been taught that Eurocentric beauty and they've never been taught Afrocentric beauty. So you always esteem the white woman and the light-skinned woman as beautiful while you're ugly. And that's not true. Play.
When the public first heard about the incident, most would express their sadness over the situation. What's interesting about the incident is Osborne did have a history of publicly disparaging black women on his social media pages.
Stop.
Now, as soon
he used to talk trash about black women, about how black women wasn't nothing. The other dude did too. The other dude that got stabbed up, he used to talk trash about black women too. It's not. It's almost ironic how they talk trash about black women. As a matter of fact, that happened with that black girl in California. You remember the one that got killed on that date? She got killed on the date talking about how black men wasn't this and how black men wasn't that. She went on a date with a white man. He killed her that night. Y'all better stop playing with God's children. Play.
As soon as the public found out about Osborne's social media activity,
hold on. Get Exodus 11:6. Show and prove what I'm saying. God don't like it when you talk bad about his children, even yourself. Just because you God's children don't mean he gonna be okay with you talking trash about them.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against any man or beast, that ye may know that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
So the point of it is the other nations talking trash about us, but God don't like it when we talk trash about each other either, out of malice. God don't like that thing. You dealing with, remember, this is God anointed. This is God's chosen. You got to watch your mouth. Just because we're in a lower state, instead of trying to talk trash about it, you should try to help build them up. If you see the woman is broken, you see what's wrong with her, you try to show her what's wrong with her and try to help fix her. Don't talk crap about her and try to spit all over her name because you don't like black women, because she was broken. His heart, I mean, he probably had a terrible mama. A lot of y'all brothers that hate black women is because your mom wasn't nothing. But hey, it is what it is. You still got to channel that anger into something productive. Find a woman that doesn't act like your mama that's black, and find one that's peaceful and loving. That's not all black women. It's just your mama. Your mama was a bad problem. She was a problem. And you keep attracting women that's like your mama because that's what you was like. That's what you was around. No, that's you. I've learned, as a matter of fact, get that. Sirach 23 or 26 and 23. You get what you put out. So if the black woman ain't SH, it's because you ain't SH and you keep attracting SH, ain't SH women around you. You have a SH radar. And guess what? If you ain't SH and the black women ain't SH, every woman around you gonna be SH. So no matter what race they are, they gonna have the same evil, toxic traits. It's not them, it's you. Read.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Because God is letting you know, I'm giving you what you deserve. So if you got all these evil and toxic traits, that's what you're going to attract. But if you got a bunch of loving and righteous traits, that's what you're going to attract. Why? Because it's going to disgust you when you see those other traits. You're not going to want to be around those other traits. So these brothers that be talking trash about women, about black women, there's something wrong with you, brother. It's not the black woman, even though she is flawed. You know, we ain't going to act like she ain't flawed. But you got to fix that. Finish playing the video.
Godfrey reminded his followers about the story on his Instagram. His caption would read, "This story is crazy. This Telvin Osborne guy was murdered by his white girlfriend, Hannah Grace. She claims that she was cleaning her gun. I'm not an expert, but I thought when you clean your gun, the bullets are empty.
So
I thought
pause.
it was messed up."
So go back to live from the room. Hold whatever you got and go back to live for what you, because you can't. I didn't realize this was going to be the theme of the, but hey, man, this is the theme.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking lies. Keep going. Is that it? That's the whole thing? Okay. So it shows that it's a lie. Because like you said, if you're going to clean your gun, you're going to take the bullets out. So it sounds like it's first degree murder. It was premeditated. But you know, they'll find a way to give her a second degree or a third degree or give her manslaughter. Some kind of way where she could still live the life. There you go. Let's go there. 11 and 5.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Because they always find a way to either get off or skew the justice system to fit their goals, to where they always seem to get a slap on the wrist or completely get away with the most heinous of crimes. Keep playing the video.
But then I found out that he's been dogging black women, and I get really annoyed by these black dudes who dog black women. Your mama's black. Your grandmother's black. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the sacrifices that black women made. I want to feel bad for this guy, but quite frankly, I don't care. Karma is a B, especially when you're in these interracial relationships for an agenda, through self-hatred. You get what you deserve.
So,
You get what the fuck you deserve.
I hate to, I don't agree, because everybody has an opportunity to repent until the Most High says otherwise. But I don't wish the death on the brother. I wish he would have been able to repent and get away from her and, be able to help us in this walk. But God has he controls the men. He controls the everybody. So that's how he deemed that man to go out. The only thing I don't like is him talking trash about his own people, because it shows self-hatred. Keep going.
Deserve. You play silly ass games, you win silly prizes. You know, I don't wish this on anybody, but the fact that you were shitting on black women like that, and you said, I'll die for my girl. I'll die. Well, you did.
Godfrey would then compare the story with a similar one involving a Nigerian man, Christian Obumseli, and his white girlfriend, OnlyFans model, Courtney Cleany.
So pause it.
Cleany had.
Let's go back to where she's got all the blood over her. We're going to go back to that video. There we go. Play it. This moments after she done stabbed up the Nigerian brother. Go on, play it.
Body camera video of a bloodied Courtney Clenny at the couple's Miami apartment building. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live with the exclusive. Bridget.
And what you will see in this video are the really intense moments on police body camera footage. The moments after Christian Obumseli is stabbed, police say, by his girlfriend. She is on the ground begging police to see him after they say she stabbed him.
Baby, wake up. Okay.
Get up.
Please, God. Please.
Now, why you think she's doing that? She's acting because the police came in. She don't give a damn. So that's enough of that. Y'all don't need to see. We're not going to make him a postcard like Esau do. Let's finish up with Godfrey.
Murdered Obumseli and got sympathy from the public, only to later find out he made several negative comments towards black women as well.
So
regarding Godfrey
you see a damn, I can't think of the word right now. You see I guess we could say trend. You see a trend where they both have very similar traits, talking trash about black women and holding up esteem this white trash as holier than thou, and end up getting killed by it. Keep going.
Would say, man, the ancestors are answering.
The ancestors are answering, boy. I don't wish this on anybody, but the fact that you are dating a white woman because you hate black women is some sick ass shit. It's sick shit, and I don't feel bad for your jackass ass either. And this goes for in the reverse. Black women that do that shit, dog black men, and get with these white dudes, and white dudes become, I don't feel bad for your ass either.
So pause it. Let's see if we can find that one about that sister in California that did the same thing. Killed by her white date after she got through talking trash about black men. Tell you, man, the Most High ain't liking that. We gotta learn how to love each other. Stop trying to put each other down because of our own insecurities. I guess why they look for that. Let's go read not trust thy enemy again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Keep reading.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
So stop. We can drop that. I want to go to humble himself. Let me show you a way that they humble themselves. Get that video of the white women taking the class, taking the Black Studies class. So read again. Never trust our enemy, though he humbled himself.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
So when it says humble himself and go crouching, what grows crouching? A lion. You got that scripture? Let's find that scripture. Let's show you why he goes crouching. What is it, Sirach?
The book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 2. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men.
So if you know the attributes of a lion crouches down before it pounces. So read again. Go back to Sirach. Yep.
Sirach, chapter 10, verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Because the only reason why he's crouching because he's about to attack like a lion. So let's go ahead and play this. And hold that, but let's get Esau's attributes in Genesis.
Women who were going in there studying black men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned that on a panel with Obsidian and Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
And I didn't know where that was going to go. Next thing I know, people were calling me because Kevin was saying it on some other show. But that went through stages. So I've been teaching now for about 24 years, and I came to Fresno State about 14 years ago. And I started teaching a black male course because it was needed. You know, I'm looking at these young brothers who were getting accepted, and a lot of them were, you know, dropping out. A lot
Pause. Who you think was getting accepted? Fresno State, California. What kind of brothers you think was getting accepted? It was the athletes. It was the athletes. Play.
Really didn't have any support structure on how to navigate college. They were having, you know, even the conversations I was listening to in the hallways, I was like, okay, if I don't grab some of these young men, they're not only going to be out of here, they might even be arbitrarily locked up behind things because some of them don't understand. So I created this class alongside a student group for black males and began to implement that. And early on, what I found was I had more black women than men, which, you know, numerically is no surprise. That tends to be the case anyway, as far.
So initially, when he got the class, the black women was interested in the class. But let's keep playing.
As the enrollment in school, but I started to get fewer and fewer men and more women because my initial training in my doctorate was as a feminist. I hadn't dealt with gender prior to my doctorate, so one of my primary mentors was ex-Black Panther. She was a feminist, and so I came in with that framework. The only way I knew how to deal with gender.
Pause. So he had a exorbitant amount of black women in his class because he was teaching feminism, because he meant the class to help black men, but because of what he was taught, he was just regurgitating feminism at first. So all the black women was gravitating towards the class. You know what feminism is. We hate black men. That's what feminism is. So keep going. So hold on, point before we go there. You remember he said he initially started the class for black men, but because he was teaching feminism, he started getting less and less men and more black women. Why? Because feminism teaches to hate the black man. So the black men stopped taking the class. And then all the black women that hate black men, they start taking the class because they like the message. So keep playing.
Through kind of what she taught me. So I'm teaching this black male class using this approach I got in grad school, and I'm watching the numbers of black males dwindle. I'm seeing the black males in my class looking at the ground, just kind of disconnected. And I'm seeing the women more and more excited. And what I realized was that it was becoming a class where the young ladies were using me to finger wag at the men on the campus to kind of nudge them to do what they wanted them to do.
Pause. Abated the courage. That's what feminism does to a black man.
Sirach, chapter 25, verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage and maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
That's the reason why the men countenance was dropping. That's the reason why the men start dropping out of the class, because feminism will abate the courage of a man. It's meant to destroy the courage of a man. That's the reason why Esau implemented it into the black community, to try to abate the courage of the black man and embolden the black woman. Play.
So when I started to actually ask the men what their perspectives were, and I started to kind of change the narrative, it was a learning process for me as well as for them. And after a couple of years, I noticed the women stopped coming. The number of black women dropped dramatically.
Stop.
The number of black males.
So the reason why the black women stopped coming, because he stopped teaching feminism, because the whole goal was try to get the black men to understand how to be men in society. So then he started teaching counter feminism, and all the black women left because they hate the black man. So it's not just the black man hates the white woman. A lot of black women hate black men. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not just the black man hates the black woman. That's why he goes to the white man. A lot of black women hate black men. So, but the system is lined in a certain way to where the black women get to thrive in that. That's the reason why we have what's that? Isaiah 32, where he talks about rise up, you women that are at ease. That's why that's in the scriptures, because feminism has made it to where you can thrive. But the black man, he has to be diminished in that role. No, you gotta pull it. So let's go.
Males started to increase. And then after that, within the next couple of years after that, I noticed I started to get this population of white women.
Yeah.
I didn't know why they were there. I didn't know why they were there. And when I began to kind of ask them, in the hallways, why are you taking this class? You had to be careful how you do it. And I started to find, well, my boyfriend is black, and I want to understand him and his family. Or I'm
get the attributes of Esau.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25. The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Was a what?
A cunning hunter.
So Esau's he's a cunning hunter. So his women are cunning hunters. They understand, I got to hunt this man's steps, so I got to learn and understand how to think. I'm going to tell you, these women were Steve Irwin. Y'all know who Steve Irwin is, the crocodile hunter. That's what they were doing. They're hunting your steps. These women had black boyfriends. What kind of black boyfriends? These were the athletes. So these women were learning how to please their man. Why? Because they already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get pregnant. He's going to go to the NFL, and then I'm going to divorce him and take the money and go back into the community. It's a ploy. It's a trap that they always set. Now you can get the picture of the Eagles women, because this is how they get these men. But we're going to keep that video. But I want a picture of the Eagles wives after the Super Bowl to show you this is how these women got those black athletes. It's not a coincidence. Good enough. But it's one where they got the whole staff. It's like after the Super Bowl, they all took a picture. Every last one of them white. But that's fine. The point is, that's how those women got those athletes. They take those courses and learn how to study black men. Now, you know what's funny? The successful black men have white women studying them on how to please them. But the black woman left the class because she don't care about pleasing the black man. But then she complains that she can't get a quality black man. You can't get a quality black man because you dropped out the class when the class wasn't appropriate. It wasn't fitting your narrative. And you notice the white women didn't even come to the class until the class became what it was supposed to be. They didn't, when it was BS feminism, they didn't care about that. Why? Because they want mates. They understand society moves off marriage. But the black woman, no. I can do all bad by myself. You are loose. Da, 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 da. But it shows you. So now she's complaining. All the rich men, they always get white women. Because white women are studying on how to cater to them to find out what they like. Hold that. I wanted to get it. The whatever you like, the coming to America, but it might take too long. But that's what the white women are learning how to do. The white women are learning how to be Vanessa Bell Calloway. Give you whatever you like. But instead, the black woman, you think you owe her something. No. So keep playing.
Trying to date some of the men on the basketball team or football team or whatever, but I don't understand them. So they were doing research. They're getting A's.
Yeah, very smart, very smart.
It's a weird thing where I got to give A+ to white women in a class on black males because they are handling all the homework assignments and reading everything to a T. They're asking me about the citations that were made by the author. I'm like, good Lord. But they were serious. They were doing research and they were serious about it. And I would say, another 3 or 4 years after that, I noticed the population shifted from, white women to Latinas.
Stop.
And Latinas were coming in with the same.
So now you get the Latinas. Guess what? The Latinas are actually our sisters. So brothers, you want to get the Latina? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. But it shows you that everybody has sense but the black woman. Everybody got enough sense to understand that if I want to be able to please my man, I got to study him and learn him. But not them. I can do bad all by myself. Now you're a single mom. How the single mama song is?
Did it wrong. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You said I'm a haddest kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Now you're a single mom. Because you don't listen. All right, so next video, Nate Parker. Remember, they hunt their steps. They never trust thine enemy. They are cunning hunters. They're studying you. So let's go to Nate Parker. We can do Tiger right now. I seen Tiger. Let's do Tiger. And y'all can look for Nate Parker while we do Tiger. No, the first one. That one, yeah. Because remember what I said at first. They hate the sight of their own eyes. The main thing is Eurocentric. They don't want to be black. Play.
This week, Tiger Woods told me that he had made a name for himself when he was a child. And let me emphasize, a lot of people just took it out of context. He said when he was growing up, it was a child's effort to define who he was.
I've been trained to
Pay
serve
attention to what he
you.
says.
Yes, I know this.
Can we get this straight? What do you call yourself? Do you
Y'all
call
know y'all got
yourself
two plenty
African
videos
American?
playing.
I know you are. Your father's half black, quarter Chinese, quarter American Indian. Mother's half Thai, quarter Chinese, and quarter white. So
Stop.
You are. That's
Stop.
why.
Get what it is. First off, he was in a losing battle because he think he a melting pot. You ain't no melting pot. You black. You are what your daddy is. Go ahead. Numbers, yeah.
Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So your pedigree, meaning your lineage, comes from your father. That is the reason why your father walks you down the aisle and your father hands you to your children's father. All right, keep playing.
Are you America's son?
Yeah.
You are America's son.
A little funny thing is, growing up, I came up with this name. I'm a combination.
A combination.
Caucasian, blue, black, Indian, Asian. Combination.
That's what you call yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay.
Crazy as hell.
He
Crazy than a
does
soup
not say he calls
sandwich.
himself that now.
Stop. Now, let's see what happened to Cobble Asian. And then I'm going to tell you something, you goofball black man. How in the hell you a damn near billionaire and you keep messing with the help? Why do y'all always mess with the help? I'm going to tell you just because any piece of white woman is good. That's why you see the guys with the big fat tubs of mayonnaise, because they ain't got no money. So they find any piece of white woman is a good white woman. As soon as a white woman come through, they grab her no matter what her class is. He's 100 millionaire. He's with a dang nanny. The other golfer's nanny. But can't get a good black woman with an educated job and can help you. But no, get the damn nanny that everybody done ran through and marry her. All right, play.
Tiger, get out of here! Oh, get out!
Tiger in terror.
You like golf, don't you, Tiger? No, good play.
Enraged? New images recreating the shamed golfer with a bloody lip as his furious wife wields a golf club after finding out about Tiger's cheating.
Now we can stop. This is a reenaction, but this is what happened. She beat his ass with a golf club, and he wrecked. And guess what? His back was so messed up. He was on pain meds. He's addicted to the pain meds. He kept having accidents. His whole damn career failed. Why? Because he got with a white woman. Not only her, he got with a slew of white women. He just went on a white slaying train, and it destroyed his career. Lost his family. He just got reconnected with his kids. So he ruined all that money he lost and those endorsements. All that because he got with a white woman. White man. Y'all gonna be mad at me. While we doing this, fine undercover brother, white she-devil. I gotta do it. But let's play the next one I asked for initially. Nate Parker. There we go.
Parker is under fire some 17 years after being found innocent of a rape accusation while in college at Penn State University.
So
charges against the 36-year-old Parker have been convicted.
College at Penn State. He probably was an athlete. False allegations of rape. He was proved innocent. But remember, Sirach 12 and 10.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Keep going.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Keep going.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Keep that in the tuck. We ain't gonna use it yet. Let's go back. So the reason why they pulled this is because he made that movie. He made Birth of a Nation, and it was self-funded. So they put this allegation to destroy his reputation. Play it.
Conveniently brought up as he prepares to release one of the most anticipated movies of the year in his Nat Turner biography adaptation, which of course won Sundance. Parker stated, "I stand here, a 36-year-old man, 17 years removed from one of the most painful moments in my life, and I can imagine it was painful for everyone. I was cleared of everything, of all charges. I've done a lot of living and raised a lot of children. I've got 5 daughters and a lovely wife." He continued on, "I will not relive that period of my life every time I go under the microscope." Now, Fox Searchlight, who bankrolled the film for $17.5 million.
So pause. He still married a white woman after that. Brothers just don't learn. Remember what Michael Irvin said? One of the worst things you have to deal with is false accusations. You can pull it. You can pull it. I'm done with it. So now we can play the white she-devil. Because remember, she's a cunning hunter, just like her daddy. She studies you. She knows what you like. Sound like I'm doing Santa Claus stuff. Start from the beginning. This is you brothers. You successful brothers. You're doing real good. And Esau, the man, he hits you with a secret weapon. Play.
It's time to release our secret weapon. I call it Black Man's Kryptonite.
I wanna be bad, make that look so good.
That's great cinematography, boy. That's hilarious.
Mess. That's sweet of you.
So he
If
undercover.
I mess up my boss's report,
And now he didn't got bewildered or bewitched by Esau.
Penelope
And he's about to forget his whole mission. His mission was to infiltrate and destroy from the inside.
sorry.
You know, a lot of you brothers try to do that. You think you're going to infiltrate Esau's well-prepped system about it and
kind of way.
destroy it from the inside, and you end up being just like Anton.
Yeah, it's my first day.
Or you end up being caught up with a white woman,
Really?
and you forgot, and next thing you know, you with white
in my
she-devil.
dreams, but sometimes the big.
So
snake
stop
can be
this one. Can we find the part where she exposes herself as an agent? This is white she-devil. Can we find that part? It's not gonna be on this part. That part's hilarious though. It just shows how he switches his whole demeanor, and then he becomes. Then later on he finds out it was a trap, because this is how it usually goes. It's funny they make jokes about it because it's so obvious, but our men keep falling for the same banana in the tailpipe. So let's read it again.
Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Exactly. So now This is him wiping the looking glass. Now he gonna find out. Oh, she was a damn demon all along. Play.
Sorry.
All right, y'all missed it. It was a point where she exposed herself that she's the white sheep devil, but that's fine. You get the point. She was set up the whole time, and Esau does that. Esau set these Edomites in your space when they see you have promise, or they see that you're going to be prosperous, and they just happen to just in time, and then next thing you know, you married to him, and next thing you know, you lost everything. Remember, Tiger Woods' wife was a freaking nanny. The golfer was like, "You like her? Yeah, you can have her." She ruined his life. Kobe, same thing. Some little slut in the damn hotel ruined his life. She didn't ran through. The only thing saved him was she was so nasty that she had 6 other Siemens in her drawers. That let you know they ran a train on her. I told y'all earlier, stop running trains on these white women. Leave these white women alone. Stop it. Ain't nothing for the fetish for them, but it ended up being a life sentence for you. Yeah, right there, right there.
Pills are too much now, do you?
Oh, no, baby, spunk tablets.
Because I was going to go for...
Hold it right there. Undercover brother. Drop it.
This woman just came.
I meant the gun.
There you go.
That's white.
So you always find out it's the white sheep devil at the end when the trap is already set. When she hits you in divorce court or when she gets you killed. One of the two. But the lesson to be learned is to leave her alone. Stay away from her. So what are some of the solutions? Now we can go Tobit 4 and 12. We got to go back to what our forefathers told us.
The book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
Right. So the way that you absolve, and I'm gonna tell you something. We can look up Nicole Richie, Mariah Carey, Quincy Jones' daughter. There are a lot of black women that look like they Edomites. If you want an Edomite looking woman that bad, just find a black one that look like one with a black daddy. You don't stop milling with the other nations. We are all colors. We look like everything because we've been everywhere in captivity. You can always find whatever type you want. We got them. So stop messing with these other nations. You got all nations within us. Message. All right, so you keep reading. Is that you got anything?
For
else?
we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
That's the point. Keep it in the family, not like y'all weirdos. I mean the family of Israel. Keep reading.
And were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them.
So post those pictures you just posted. Go ahead and post a couple of them. Give me an example. You can find women that look like, if you like the white woman so bad, find a black one. Find a black one that look white. That's Lionel Richie's daughter. That's his real daughter. Get her. Or somebody look like her. What, they got Lotto. Lotto look white. She look white. Find these women that look white and get one of them. It's weird to me, like, but it is what it is. If that's what you like, that's what you want, get it. But get your own. Matter of fact, let me show you. Proverbs 5. Should be no excuse, because although they might look like Esau, Lord's will, They have a black father, so they don't have the spirit to want to destroy you and kill you when you don't agree with them. Or hopefully they're not trying to set you up and destroy your whole life. That's the reason why you want to try to get your own, be with your own people. I remember Dr. Umar was talking about it because they understand the struggle. When you get pulled over by the police, they're going to understand why you're so distraught. These other nations don't give a damn. They're not going through the curses we are. So they can't understand what's really happening with you. That's why it'd be so weird. You always see what Esau does. He always gets black people that's married to white people to be the pro-black spokesman for Black America. That's BS. What did they say? You can't talk black and lay white. So read.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 15. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Verse 17. Let them be only thine own, and not a stranger's with thee.
Exactly. You don't need no strangers. We got everything you need. This is Baskin Robbins, baby. We got every flavor you could look for. And they got flavors of the month. You can find what you want. Stop it. It's no reason you need to be messing with the other nation. I asked you to post some pictures. That's the only one you had? It's fine. We got that's it. It is what it is. We about to shut it down soon. Mariah Carey, look off white. Look, is Cameron Diaz, is she Hispanic? That she Hispanic? She black. She Northern Kingdom. She not black. Yeah, but she Northern Kingdom. She Diaz. She Northern Kingdom. I think the fat one they used to sing, Christina Aguilera. I think she Northern Kingdom too. Man, you got your choices. That's the point I'm making. That's enough. That's enough. Solomon. Let's go to Solomon. Nehemiah 13. (13:23). Read all the way to 30.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also I saw Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, and of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people.
Why? Because remember in Deuteronomy, it tells you that if you marry these other nations, their women are going to teach them, the kids, their customs, because the women are the nurturers. They nurture the children up. So they're going to learn the cultures of whatever the woman is. So they're going to always end up speaking a woman's language. They're always going to look at the woman's perspective. They're always going to be trying to be like the woman's side, because the woman has given her perspective their whole life of how they've been grown up. So they view it from the lens of their mom. Read.
And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God,
so
saying,
we're not going to beat you down and take your beard, because, but we can employ you. We can beseech you. Please don't do these things, brother. Think again. Rethink yourself. You can do better. Read.
Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourself. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
So we have a great example on what not to do in Solomon. Keep going.
Yet among many nations there was no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
What? Outlandish women cause the wisest man on the planet to sin. Keep going.
Verse 27. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives? And one of the sons of Joiada, the son of Elishba, the high priest, the son-in-law to Sanballat the Hornite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites.
So go to Job 8:8.
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
So we have to learn, we have to research and learn the history to learn these lessons. We saw a lot of history. We saw the history between Lake Lanier. We saw the history between Rosewood, and the history between Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we saw that there was a very, 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 I can't think of the word right now, but there was a pattern. And that pattern was the Edomites using a woman as a guise to destroy these towns. We saw many of cases where the black man was falsely accused by a white woman of sexual assault to destroy his life individually, not just a black town. We saw celebrities who married white women and their lives was destroyed because they married a white woman. We got King Solomon, and we have our priests, and we have the Levites from the time of Baal Peor and Balaam. We have so many different examples on not to do that throughout history. So we really don't have an excuse on why we're still making the same mistake 2025. So with that, I'll close out the class, and Messiah Christ bless you all. It's my time.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.